What's up, guys? This is a Trae and Trae show, but tonight I have the ladies on.
Take note.
Big Beach. We're here.
My man Alex just did.
It's different this time.
What's up, guys?
And I have to give a big shout out, first of all, to MJ from Twitter, who actually was the inspiration behind me getting some ladies together to talk about the Knicks. So I have with us tonight, we have Sue York. You can say hi.
Hi.
I have Chippy.
Hi, guys.
And I have Steph here. And Steffi, and you know, first of all, I have to say, how excited are we that the Knicks have won 41 games this season, almost doubled last season. We are the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference, and we have made it to the playoffs. Like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Speechless.
So, let's rewind a little bit, and I'm going to start with you, Sue York. I just want to get a little bit from you about what are your thoughts on our season? What are your thoughts on our season and us getting here?
I knew it.
I can see the future.
Yeah, right. I swear to you, I had like such a good feeling, like with Tom coming on board. I knew they were going to be great at defense. I thought 35-40, but wow, I'm just stunned. Like, I can't believe it. I have even more high hopes, but I won't jinx them. But honestly, I don't think anyone could at this point. They're just unstoppable. They keep like proving themselves. And at the end of the day, whatever happens, I'm so proud of my Knicks, like I always am.
Great. Tiffany, what do you have to say about our season?
Honestly, I'm just very proud of the team. I know, you saw some predictions before the season saying they would even win less games than they did the previous season last season, and it was just like crazy to me because Tom Thibodeau wins you 10 games alone, so that's what I think. So add the 10 to that.
Okay.
The 17 we lost, we will be in some type of good positions, but like this is just cherry on top. So we're going to the playoffs. We're in the 4th seed. Like I didn't expect this, but I'm very proud of this team, and I'm ready to do a lot more than just get to the first round of the playoffs.
Great. And Steffi, this is your first playoff run with the Knicks. So how are you feeling?
First time? Yeah.
I don't even know how to feel. To be honest, I'm like, what is joy? And like, I still can't believe it. Like half of me, because I don't know. It was just like we kept winning, and then we kept winning, and then we kept winning, and I was like, okay, when does this stop? And it didn't stop, and now we're here, and I'm just filled with like pride and joy, and just like, it's been a tough year for everyone, and I feel like we needed this, and like we deserve this, and it's just like I'm just like in love with this team. I love everyone.
How about those Knicks?
It's different this time, and that was like 2 years ago when we filmed that. I want to ask you, and I will start back with you. I'll start with you, Tiffany. I want to ask you, at what point in the season did you really feel like was there like a set of games that happened, or was there a particular game that happened, or something that you saw where you really started to look at this team and say, wait a minute, it really is different this time?
When we finally won 4 in a row. I forgot what game it was, but we finally got over that hump. And then I was like, okay, if we can finally I forgot who we won that 4th game in a row. I forgot when it was in the season, but when we won that 4th game in a row, finally after like 3 tries, I was like, okay, so this team can like learn from like not being able to, do it the first few times. So I knew that this team could, fight through whatever struggle, whatever, anything that's in the way. So after that, I was like, oh, this is actually a good team. Everybody's afraid to call these Knicks a good team, but I knew then this team was a good team.
Sue York, when did you realize that this could happen?
Well, I'm like the overly confident Knicks fan that people like hate. Like, honestly, I'm so optimistic every season. When they played this season, in the beginning especially, even our losses were very close losses, like heartbreakers. And like that was like, I knew it. This team was different. They fought hard. That's what we wanted all these years, like hard for games. And now, like when they come back from a comeback, it's not a fake comeback. Like you see them, like they'll start off slow in the first quarter, second, and then they just little by little chip it away and they don't lose it. Like, you know, we did have some close games, like, you know, just recently with LA and, you know, like tough loss. I knew we could have won that one too, but that's like just seeing them every day, just even their losses are different. It just feels different. You're still proud of this team.
Yeah, so, it's different this
time. I guess Tom and the front office really did make it great.
Let me see that. Let me see that again.
So like from Jim Dolan or I forget, James Dolan on Donald. Yes, sorry.
Donald. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Dolan J. Trump. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Nice. Steffi, like I said, this is your first. I'm saying your first only because you're a newer Knicks fan. This is the first time getting to see them in the playoffs. It's been 8 long years, as we all know. At what point in this season for you were you like, it's different this time?
To be honest, I think when the first time we beat Milwaukee at the Garden, it was different because Julius was a different person.
Right.
Different. I didn't see him like, you know, do the things that he used to do last season. And then Tibbs just like, he's scared of me, kind of, because he used to get pissed. Like he got every little like thing they did wrong, he'll get pissed. And I was like, oh, this is different because Fizz will like start smiling, like, yes, guys, let's do this, do better. But not with Tibbs. So I kind of like, and like Sue said, we weren't losing by much. The matches we've lost, it hasn't been like by much. And if we have lost by a lot, it hasn't been many of those matches like that. So it just felt different. There was like a different vibe around the team too. So it did feel different from the beginning.
Okay. You know, what you said about Tibbs, I think is so true. He does get really angry. And I think what that does for the team, it makes them accountable. And sometimes you need that person to be like a little bit scared of, so that you're going to kind of step up and play the game and do what you're supposed to do. Playing the Atlanta Hawks. I think out of all the teams that we could have played, I think that this is probably for all of us the team that we wanted to be playing against, right? So I want to know, what are your thoughts on this Atlanta series that is starting this Sunday? And I'll start with you, Sue.
Well, I'm continuing to be confident, but I don't want to be overly confident because honestly, like we're a great matchup with the Hawks, but you know, like Trae has been having a good season as well, and anything could happen. But Knicks in 6, okay? Like,
okay. Tiffany, what do you think about this series we're about to go into?
I know that we beat them 3-0 during the season series, and some people like to say, you know, toss that away. And I do feel like we both match up equally, pretty equally to them, except for in some positions, especially, you know, of course, point guard. But like, I feel we've had Atlanta's like, you know, card for the last 2 seasons. I just feel like we can beat them. Like we're a team. That's the team that we beat. So I know people have been saying. Knicks in 7 or Hawks in 6. I don't understand that at all. Like we haven't been healthy. I think people don't realize we haven't been fully healthy at all when we faced them at too, because I think we were missing Burks one game. We've been missing Mitch. People seem to forget that we've been missing our starting center most of the season. So and we may be able to get him back from what they've been saying. So like I just feel like we both we do match up pretty equally to the Atlanta Hawks, but I feel like we could get them in 5 games. Seriously, I do. Especially in Atlanta, like I'm like every time we go to Atlanta, it's half Hawks, half, you know, Knicks fans. So I feel like we're gonna travel well, and I really don't see. I feel like we're on a mission. I really do feel like Tibbs is on a mission. The Knicks are on a mission. You know, I feel like Julius is on a mission in his first playoff series. I feel like RJ has something to prove. I just feel like the team is ready. I think like Rose has something to prove. I think he's playoff tested. So I just don't feel like the Hawks are really. I feel like there's somebody.
Right. Steffi, what do you think about the series we're about to go into with the Atlanta Hawks?
I'm nervous. I'm nervous wreck.
Wait, hold on, Atlanta Hawks and their new coach Nate McMillan, who was not the coach the 3 times that we beat them, by the way. So how do you feel about us going into this series?
I'm really nervous, but I'm not as nervous about the Hawks as I am of the refs just messing it up and like calling every like if someone tries to guard Trae, anything they're gonna call like a foul. So that's what makes me nervous. And then they're going like I'm nervous of the little runs because they have a lot of shooters. So that's like kind of and like I'm nervous of like Reggie getting a lot of like foul calls. I'm nervous of like if Frank is in the game, you know how they hate him, so he's gonna be out. So that's my like what I'm nervous about more than like the team, which is kind of weird, but like I am nervous about that. But then I have faith. I have faith that Tibbs is working hard right now. He's probably still at the gym trying to study film and trying to come up with schemes and stuff. So I'm confident in like the coaches. I'm confident in the team. I just hope the refs kind of.
Right. This guy here, Trae Young, who seems to be able to get himself to that free throw line all the time and rack up those points. I actually really like watching this kid play. And I know that last game, he was injured in the last quarter. And I do think that they possibly would have won that game had he not been injured. Who is stopping Trae Young? Suyo, how are we stopping him? What are we doing?
Well, you could go back to the, who our favorite, Frank. Like defense, just got to play smart. Like, and I feel like Knicks should just not this is not a game that you want to mess with. You want to take the lead and do not lose the lead and close off strong, get the series done, like whatever it takes, because the Hawks, honestly, I know Vegas has them, but they could really surprise us. They could really surprise us. They have a great team, young team, just as, we're doing our thing, but they did their thing too. We both went from the lotto and we're here, honestly, I'm proud of both these teams, because I like Trae, but sorry, not this year.
Steffi, I'm going to jump back to you only because I know Frank's your favorite guy. You know that we all love Frank. Frank is the one who they're going to put on Trae. So you tell me, what are we doing with Trae? Is Frank going to stop him? And is Frank not going to come in I had to laugh when they put him in the last 3 seconds left in the game. When are you bringing Frank in?
That breaks my heart, but I try not to be so mad because we're winning, so I can be like, oh, it's because, we are winning, so it is what it is. But I feel like it all depends on the ref because they don't let him defend. Every little thing Frank does is like, oh, no, a foul. So then that kind of it doesn't help us.
Right.
So I hope the refs lets us play defense. And that's the only way we can stop him because he gets to the free throw line a lot too.
Yes.
So either he shoots it or there are a bunch of shooters. They have a lot of shooters too. And if you touch him, it's a foul. So Yep. Tiffany, what are we doing? Who are we putting up against Trae Young?
I feel like it has to be by committee. Everybody has to help defend him, and it has to be a team thing. And it also has to be in between the ears, a mental thing with the whole first first round series. We just have to lock in. I'm sure they're studying film. I'm sure they're going over, past tapes and all of that. And it just has to, it just has to result on the garden floor starting game one. It really has to come out. They have to come out and be serious of this being the playoffs and them having an opportunity to actually, do something. It can't be we're just happy to be here. So stopping Trae Young is number one in doing that.
I have a public service announcement to tell you guys about. And that is that for the first 2 home games that we have, the Knicks are sold out. I believe, what I understand, we are going to have 13,000 fans in the arena, which is the most amount of fans in any arena. However, across the bridge, they're selling tickets for 50% off. What do you think about that? That's my public service announcement. I don't want to even talk about that team, so I just wanted to sort of because I'm kind of laughing over here about that. And I want to know, Suyok, so obviously Randall has stepped up incredibly. I mean, made a 180 turn, become the star of this team and the only star really that we have on the team. Who do you think is going to be our unsung hero for this series? Because a lot of them have been stepping up, but who do you see? Who are you watching and you're like, wow, he really is giving us a lot?
Well, I don't know. I have to say, like, each game, we're gonna have like the RJ game. D Rose, like, did you see his post today? Like, this guy is like, he's zoned in. He's like ready. He's happy. He doesn't even care about sixth man. He's
Right.
as long as he's in the playoffs, that's big for him. That's major. Thinking of everything he overcame. I also was thinking, I know everybody's gonna get mad at me because like I'm not a fan, but every once in a while, Peyton will give you something, and I feel like he's gonna come through. If he comes through one freaking game, I'm happy. I'll leave him alone. Other than that, as soon as they see him like not like, just bench him. I'm so over it. But I feel like every once in a while he does show you like something, and it must be frustrating for him. Honestly, you see everybody else on the team. Yeah. Like, I feel like he'll come through.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see, because I agree with you. What I think I'm seeing happening, and I kind of like it, is that in each game, different people step up depending on what's happening. So I kind of like that too, because then for the other team, they're not just going to zone in on this one person, because it's like, oh, everyone has their game and everyone has their good times. So you kind of don't know who you're supposed to really be guarding. Tiffany, who do you think is going to be the unsung hero for this series?
I was actually thinking about this earlier, and I think it would definitely be quickly off the bench. I feel like he's done pretty good against Atlanta during the season, and he sometimes is off. He does have he's a little inconsistent, especially in the second half of the season. So I feel like if he does lock in, like the rest of the team needs to, I think him coming off the bench, he's going to be going up against his one of his idols, in Lou Will. Yep. So I know hopefully he's up to the task, and he'll be able to bring his game, because he's going to be important, especially along with, I was going to say, Obi. Like, those two are very important off the bench for this series.
Okay. And Steffi, who do you think is going to be the unsung hero?
I forgot that Lou Williams was in the Hawks. Now I'm more than
Yeah.
I was going to say Nerlens, because Capella was killing us the last game before I think he got ejected. I don't know what happened to him. But he's strong, and Nerlens is super thin. And that kind of like scares me a little bit, because we're like all focused on like Trae, on like the shooters and stuff, but then the paint and the rebounds and all those things. So I have my faith that hopefully he went to the gym, he started lifting or something this week. He got a little bit stronger, so he's gonna
Yeah.
So I have him. I think Nerlens.
Nerlens might be skinny, but he has been blocking those shots. He's been getting in there with his skinny self and blocking those shots. I'm also liking Alec Burks, and I feel that those guys are giving us that. They're sort of in the cut, but they step up when they need to step up, and they give us good points. They really are giving us good points. So I know we kind of touched on this already, I guess, but what's your prediction? I think that you said Knicks in 6.
Yes, and Vegas, what did they have us?
Yeah.
You're about to be wrong again.
Knicks in 6. Tiffany, what do you
I said Knicks in 5.
Knicks
I'm
in
gonna
5?
stick to that. I really think they're gonna.
God, I hope you're
Knicks
right.
in 5.
And Steffi?
I think Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6. So no one thinks we're going to a game 7.
No, I hope not. I'll die.
So I think we're going to a game 7, and the reason I say that is the Knicks seem to always have these exciting nail-biting. Oh, let me show you my nails, by the way, if you can. If you can see them,
I saw it the other day. I love them.
I
saw it. On the thumb.
I think the Knicks seem to really like to give us these exciting, nail-biting games, and I can see this going to 7. And I really hope that one of the things I'm actually hoping is that, because we weren't expecting to be here, I'm kind of almost hoping that they play more relaxed, almost in a way like where we have nothing to really prove, but not like, not like I have nothing to prove, like, oh, whatever, but more so just relaxed. Because if they play relaxed basketball, they're going to play way better. Because it's almost like, you're playing when you're really nervous, and then you're playing when you're really relaxed. So I'm hoping that mentally they can go in there feeling really proud of themselves, feeling like they know that they can do this, they know they can win this series, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Are any of you guys going to the game on Sunday?
No. Unfortunately,
I'm trying to go on Tuesday.
No,
I'm trying to go on Wednesday.
I need Arden to help me find tickets.
say. I'm so. I have everyone talking. Sorry, Suyok, what are you saying?
I'm like, I try to get Harden to like maybe try to find tickets for us Knicks fans, like, you know, since nobody cares about the Nets still after everything. But no luck yet.
Terry and I did get tickets, so we are finally going to go to game one. We are all fully vaccinated as well, so
That's the thing about it. Like, if you're fully vaccinated, it's easier for you to get tickets. I'm only halfway there, so like, I'm trying to go to Wednesday's game though.
Okay, great. Any wrap up thoughts that you guys want to just talk about randomly, just about this team? I'll start with you, Steffi. Anything you want to say just in general?
I was like, before we finish, we had to shout out Lexi. Lexa.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're here in spirit. Keep
Yes. And thank you, MJ, for like, you know, like shouting, you know, like tweeting out, like, you know, honestly, I've seen like women drop off. Meanwhile, there's like so many of us out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to MJ and Lexi.
Cool. Tiffany, any last thoughts you have?
I'm just excited about Sunday. I wish it was Sunday right now. We have to wait till 7 p.m. Like, all right,
I know.
like they're trying to juice it and milk it. But I'm excited. 15,000 fans in the Garden, like for the first time in 8 years. It's gonna be nuts. Like, and I'm excited. Like, I'm excited for my Knicks to like actually prove themselves. Like, we're not just happy to be here. Like, we want to win too. Like, we have an opportunity to go get that gold ball as well. So I want them to play like it.
We sure do. Go ahead, Sino.
I have to say, like, whatever happens, because I'm so nervous and I don't want to jinx them. I'm very proud of this team, but we really have to like start building from here. Like, we know, everybody knows, like, maybe like they have a slim chance of the finals this year or getting to the second round, maybe like past the second round. But whatever happens, we can't be disappointed. We're just one or two pieces away, and we have like young talent that have bright futures, and we have a few pieces to trade away this summer. So, you know,
you know, for me too, I kind of feel the same way. Obviously, we're all so proud of them to even get this far. And for me, you know, the only way you get playoff experience is to play in the playoffs, right? So for me, this is it right here. They are getting the exact experience they need, which is another reason why I feel that they should just go in playing really confident. This is the experience we need. All these young guys, what do we have? And the entire team, I think there's only 2 guys, I think, in the entire team that have ever even had playoff experience. And those are the veteran guys. I think it's Rose and is it Rose and Gibson that have been into
Rose, Taj,
Alec Burks.
I think Burks as well.
Yeah. And hold on, Theo.
Yeah,
He
was on the
this
net.
is Theo
our highest paid mascot. He's been. Let me tell you, he has been so good for the team mentally, because there's a huge part of this game that is a mental part of the game. They can all play ball. Everyone in the NBA can play ball. This is the elite league. For them to even get here, they can play ball. So there's a mental toughness that this team has really shown us this season. And there's a mental capacity for the game. You know, I started watching them learning how to close out games, playing the full 48 minutes. Something that they weren't doing before, something that they were playing really well to start, and then towards the end, the other team was able to just get that one up on them. So I'm seeing them really learning and getting to play those 48 minutes. And I definitely hope that we can win the first round, because that would be fantastic. But if we don't, we've had an incredible season. These guys are getting the experience that they need. And for me, we've set the bar now for ourselves high for next season, right? So if next season we can come in fourth again, we've done great. You know?
Yeah, I definitely expect us to be contenders next season. Like you said, I feel like we're one piece away. We have the experience. We have 1 year experience again with everybody. Like, don't break it up. Like, just add to it. Like, if you need to, just add to it. Like, you know, of course, you know, it's a business and some people probably won't be here next year. But like, you know, don't make it so much of a difference like how it was, you know, previous years. Like, we were having to root for 10 new players every year. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel like we were rooting for the Knicks. It felt like we were rooting for players.
Well, so, it's funny you said that. So this is actually a question I had, and Terry and I actually spoke about this. So I would like you guys to speak about it as well. One of the things that I think I've seen all the time, and I used to complain about all the time, was that we always change the team each year. right? So every year we change like a good chunk of the team. And for me, I'm like, how can these guys ever learn to play together if they don't stay together? So who do we keep at this point? Because we have cap space, right? We have the lowest payroll. And right now we only have one star. After this season, there are stars and there are other players that are going to want to that are now looking at the Knicks as a favorable franchise, and they are now going to want to come now that we have some respect on our name, according to CP. Okay. So, New York, who do we keep?
Well, okay, I will keep majority of the team,
right?
Even our cheerleader, Theo, we need him. Like, I feel like this team is genuinely happy. There's this chemistry and this energy with this team. The pieces that we could possibly trade away for the better of the player. And, I don't want to say it because, I do like him. What's his name? Why am I going blank?
Are you about to say this person? Mitchell Robinson?
No. No, I feel like we could do another year or two, on the team. He's still in the process,
Right.
I could see him. We still might need him. Oh my God, Knox. No.
Yeah. Oh.
I love him, but you do see glimpses, but I feel like he will flourish. I know it's our draft pick, but if I'm not saying give him away for anything to another contending team.
Right.
If we could get something in a package deal for him with somebody else, but Peyton gotta go. He has to. I think all for his sake too. I'm tired of people if we do criticize him, because then you have the Peyton stand going after you.
That was kind of how it was for DSJ. Remember, we just didn't really want him here. We didn't
who?
Steffi, who do you think we keep, or like she said, who do you think that we should get rid of?
Elf, we should get rid of.
Yeah.
For our sake, for my mental health, but also for him, because I see people tagging him, and I don't like that. Don't tag him.
Yeah.
I think he already kind of knows. Don't make it more obvious. I don't want him to be bullied, but I also don't want him here.
Right.
Tiffany,
yeah. Tiffany, who do we lose?
We're definitely gonna lose Elf, and I think we're definitely gonna keep Knox. I think he's still under contract till next year. Mm-hmm. Who else? I want to keep everybody. Some people may take a discount or whatever you want to say. Some people may be able to restructure whatever contract to stay to keep this team together, because everybody, even the team knows, this is it. This is it. I just want them to add a piece.
Yeah.
Can I suggest?
There's talk about Lowry.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, York. Suggest the piece that we should get over here.
Is Kawhi's contract?
Oh, you went.
He wants to get.
You went big.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching him. If Clippers are getting past the first round this year, or not making it at least to the Western Conference Finals,
right.
Then he just needs to get back.
I think he's staying in LA. I think he made it very. Listen, and things change all the time. But I think that when he went to LA, he was very. I think it was a very long thought out process that he wanted to go. He's from LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's from the area.
I believe he wanted to go back home because he did make a statement about, I think, family and cousins and people that he hadn't seen through his career. So I think that he's kind of settled himself and his family there in LA. But
everybody thought that in what's it called over there in Toronto, and no, he didn't sign a big contract, did he? I thought it was a year.
He's a free agent. I think
it could be a year. I really don't know. I don't want to. Do you know today?
I think he's a free agent.
He is a free agent, but I've been saying and joking that the same way, Kawhi's coming, but like you said, he's home. So maybe, I don't think,
right.
And especially if the Celtics actually go far and probably go to the finals, because I do think they could possibly go to the finals.
What about Damian Lillard? Because I think he would be a really good fit for the team. As far as his temperament and the way that he plays, I feel that he could be a good fit for our team, but I think that he's under contract.
And I also think that he's the kind of person who's so loyal that he wouldn't ask for a trade.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that.
There's just something about him, he'll die out there. He'll die in Blazers. Like he doesn't care. Like he's honestly like, there's just so much pride and his heart is so good. Like it's so sad. No. I mean, he could come to the Knicks,
Right?
over here, but like no, like
He can come to the Knicks and be a star next to Randall.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
The three-headed monster: Randall, RJ, and Damian Lillard. Who could
Oh my god. Don't
Yeah.
say that to me, I get excited just thinking about
I
it.
know, but we would definitely have to lose half the team, so I don't think that would
Yeah,
happen.
no, exactly.
That's the next thing.
Exactly.
What if we could replace Elf with, I forgot his name, but he plays for the Pacers. I think he only signed a
Brogdon?
1 year contract. Yes.
Who?
Brogdon? Is he
Yes.
a free agent? I think he might be a free agent. Yeah.
Instead of Elf, we're better.
Okay.
I mean, there's options. I think Josh Hart, who's in New Orleans, he's a free agent. I think Lowry is a free agent. Yeah, he's a free agent.
What do you feel about him though, Larry?
I mean, he's gonna ask for a lot of money, I think. But I mean,
Yeah.
he's a defender. He's the type of. I think he's the type of player that would fit well with the team. Like he's annoying. I hate playing against him, but I would love him on the Knicks.
Yeah.
All right, he does make our team better
Oh yeah.
instantly. I guess you're right. You're right.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think
If we replace him with Elf, we're definitely a contender. Like today, if he was to sign with the Knicks today, we're a contender. For sure.
I think that like again, I think the team seems to have gelled so well together. They seem to really, really genuinely like each other and really be friends. And whoever comes over is gonna. I think the coaching staff is not gonna just look at their game, but also look at the individual and the person. And if they can actually gel with, if we're keeping most of this roster together, whoever comes over has to have that same mental capacity that these guys have to be able to fit seamlessly in. You know, Derrick Rose came back and seamlessly fit in without, I mean, and he could be, because he's a veteran, so he could have come here with like a little attitude. It was his second time back. He could have definitely sort of wanted to take over the team and be like, well, look, I was the youngest MVP and this clout and I'm this. But he completely, like everyone on this team, every time I see them post something or I read something, it's so heartfelt.
Right.
And they seem like such great, genuine people. And obviously, we don't know them personally, so we don't really know what's going on. But I would say just from looking at their work ethic they seem to put out there, looking at the comments that they write, even, did you guys see James Dolan's little press conference?
Yeah, I did. I was shocked to see him on my TV.
I was shocked, and it was so genuine and so sincere. Like I really, really believed him. He kind of was even making fun of himself a little bit, and I think that. So I feel like the whole attitude of the entire team started from the top down. So from James Dolan, Tom Thibodeau, the coaching staff, the video directors, the
even their Instagram, the social media has been on point too. Like it used to be boring, and now it's like, okay, I see them trying.
Yeah.
Like everyone really seems to have stepped up their game, and I'm loving it. We're loving it. We're looking forward to Sunday night's game at 7 p.m. I'll be in the arena. You ladies will be watching. I'm going to be neck to neck with people. I'm excited. And I just want to say thanks for all of you taking time out of your Friday night to spend with us, or to spend with me.
Yeah.
And
I missed you guys.
I'm going to send this to a better place. And we need to do brunch now that we can actually go out.
Yes.
I'm fully vaccinated too, so like just
Absolutely.
Great.
I'm
Ladies,
almost there.
She's almost there. We'll get you there. Ladies, thank you so much for coming on the show. Go Knicks, and we're here.
Yes,
we are.
Helping us.
All right, thanks so much.
Last time we were in the playoffs.
Right, with Melo.